My name is Claire Bennett. I am 37 years old. Every morning, I stand in front of children and teach them how to read. I teach them how to spell simple words, how to tell stories, how to say the truth, even when the truth feels heavy. And every morning, before I open my mouth, I feel the same quiet pressure in my chest. Because for most of my adult life, I lived inside a secret that never slept. I have been married to my husband, Daniel, for almost 12 years. Daniel is not loud. He is not impressive at first glance. He is the kind of man who notices when your hands shake and brings you tea without asking why. He listens. He remembers. He forgives before you ask for it. And I betrayed that kindness. For almost a decade, I did not wake up one day and decide to lie. It happened slowly, like water, seeping through cracks, until the house is already damaged. Before you notice, before Daniel, there was another man. His name was Evan. We met in my final year at university. Evan laughed easily. He talked about freedom, like it was oxygen. With him, life felt fast, dangerous, exciting. I felt chosen, seen, alive. We talked about leaving, about starting fresh somewhere else. But our families never approved. They said we were unstable, too emotional, too different. I tried to fight for us. Evan didn't. One day, he stopped replying. No goodbye. No explanation. He simply vanished. Weeks later, I found out I was pregnant. I remember sitting on the bathroom floor, my back against the cold wall, holding the test in my hand. My mouth felt dry. My ears rang. I wasn't thinking about love. I wasn't thinking about motherhood. I was thinking about fear. Fear of my parents. Fear of being alone. Fear of raising a child with no support. I didn't know where Evan was. I didn't know if he would come back. So I stayed silent. That silence became the foundation of everything that followed. Then Daniel entered my life. We met at a quiet dinner. Through mutual friends. He asked about my work. He didn't interrupt. He didn't rush me. He felt safe. And safety felt like survival. I never told him I was pregnant. Not because I didn't care. Because I was afraid that honesty would cost me everything. When he asked me to marry him, I said yes. I told myself love could grow slowly. That kindness could become devotion. We married quickly. I told him the baby was his. He believed me without hesitation. When our son Oliver was born, Daniel cried. He held him like the world had finally given him purpose. He's perfect, he whispered. I smiled. And something inside me collapsed quietly. From that day on, Daniel became a father. In every way that mattered. Night feeds. Doctor visits. School mornings. When Oliver cried, Daniel held him. When Oliver fell, Daniel lifted him. Every bedtime story. Every scraped knee. Every nightmare. Daniel showed up. And every day, I carried my lie beside him. Like a second shadow. As Oliver grew older, I saw Evan in him. The smile. The chin. The way he laughed. When he felt confident. Daniel never noticed. He saw only love. Years passed. We became ordinary. Birthdays. Holidays. Sunday walks. Then one afternoon, everything shattered. Oliver collapsed. During a school sports event. Sirens. Hospitals. Bright white lights. The doctor asked about blood types. Then he asked Daniel to step outside. I already knew. That night, I told Daniel everything. Every detail. Every fear. Every lie. I cried. Until my throat hurt. Daniel didn't interrupt. When I finished, he walked into Oliver's room and closed the door. I sat on the floor in the hallway and waited. I didn't know if he would come back. Days later, Oliver returned home. Quiet. Safe. Then one day, he came back from school angry. A boy told him Daniel wasn't his real father. Daniel knelt in front of him. I am your dad, he said softly. In every way that matters. That night, a car stopped outside our house. A man stepped out. Evan. Older. Harder. He's mine, isn't he? He asked. Daniel stood beside me. Evan wanted tests. Rights. Time. The DNA confirmed the truth. Everything felt fragile. Therapy. Silence. Distance. Then one evening, Daniel said something that changed everything. I want to adopt him. Not to erase Evan. Not to punish anyone. But to protect Oliver. Evan resisted. Then agreed. Oliver was 9. When it became official, he smiled in the courtroom. So now you're really my dad? I always was. Daniel said. Years have passed. Our marriage is not perfect. But it is honest. We talk more. We listen longer. Sometimes I think about the lie. How close it came to destroying everything. But I also think about what stayed. Because love is not blood. Love is presence. Love is choosing to stay when leaving would be easier. And healing always begins with truth.